small malfunction here.
I think we're on.
Are we live?
No. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're live.
Hi. Tracy, say hi.
Jeff's upset his name's spelled wrong.
I'm live? We're live. Welcome back. It's been 2 weeks. I don't even know how to act. I can't find it. Oh
We
my
don't remember how to do this. We haven't
we
been in
are.
the
We're
studio
so
for
confused.
I know. 2 weeks. Welcome back. We're back, bitches. Welcome back. And we've got the regulars, Pat, Allison, Jen, Debbie. I'm looking at her like, what's their name?
Pat and Debbie.
And our special guest, Jack.
It's all Pat's fault.
Jeff Jackie from Up to Speed Crypto. Sorry, I'm trying to share this. Hang on, give me 2 seconds,
I don't
guys.
understand it.
What?
This fake money nonsense.
All right.
If I
We'll
can't see
get
it,
there.
it
So,
doesn't exist.
That's what I
welcome
said.
back to WTF.
That's like
the
real money, though. All right, go
most
ahead.
fun you can have
It's true.
with your clothes
Did she share
on a
it?
Wednesday night.
Woo!
Did you
Right?
share it?
Yes.
No.
Sorry, we're acting a fool. We forgot what it's like to be in the studio.
We forgot how to do the show.
No, I really need to know about this crypto because I don't understand it and I don't understand how it works. And
Not
it's
at all.
Money, and I'm so confused.
You're going to learn tonight. Jeff and I are part of a grassroots effort to educate everyone and their mother about cryptocurrency.
I need to be
to know,
educated.
especially today. Jeff, why does everybody need to know about crypto? Can you tell us?
Basically, it's a revolution. So, I mean, you said fake money. If you look at fake money, you would look at the U.S. dollar because, I mean, they just continue to print more of it. So if there's anything fake, it would be that because it's backed by absolutely nothing. So with crypto, it's backed by code and mathematics, and that doesn't ever lie. So you take like Bitcoin, for example. It's 21 million. It can ever exist. Can't ever change the code. So it's the hardest money that it has ever existed. It was born out of the bank failures of 2008, and we're experiencing that again. So it's about to all happen again. They're about to print more money again because of this. And so essentially they just keep, once they removed it from the silver and gold standard, once they took the money away, basically they took any kind of redemption for an actual value. It became the real fake money, as you would call it.
So my question, what gives Bitcoin its value? I guess, like, if, like money is backed by, like you say gold, silver, whatever, but like what gives Bitcoin its tangible
I mean,
value?
it's not actually tangible, but what gives it value is, well, when somebody accepts it. So Bitcoin Pizza Day was the first time that it was ever used on the internet, just peer-to-peer. So that transaction is what set everything in motion for it to be an actual currency or of value. Somebody gave value. So somebody spent, I believe it was 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 Papa John's pizzas. Somebody in, it was London to, I think, Miami area, Florida. It was a transaction across borders. And that's what gave it value. 2 people identifying it as value,
Right.
and then just the growth from there. So now I mean, crypto is $1 trillion market.
Yeah, it's massive.
So yeah, so it's very much real, and it's not going anywhere.
And it's only getting stronger. So tonight, everybody watching at home, it's everything you ever wanted to know about crypto, but we're afraid to ask. So post your questions. Like, what do you want to know about it?
So can you buy it like with dollars? Like I could buy Bitcoin with like my own U.S. dollars.
U.S. dollars, you sure
Absolutely.
can.
Okay,
You sure
so
can.
I'm so new to this. I really, because I'm going to sound ridiculous to probably whoever's
No,
listening here,
you're
but
not alone, Pat. I would say 99%.
I know nothing.
Yeah, I don't know
no
anything.
idea. So like,
Everybody watching now does not know. You've heard of crypto, but you don't know what Bitcoin is. Do you know what a CBDC is?
No,
Raise your
like, I
hand
don't
if you
even
know
know
what a
any of this.
CBDC
No.
is.
So I think my question is, like, let's say I had $5,000 and I want to invest in Bitcoin, right? So what do I do with the Bitcoin? Like, what does that do for me is what I'm saying. If I go to spend $5,000 to get Bitcoin, what am I, okay, and now what? is my next step?
You would be holding an appreciating asset instead
like
of
a
instead of
stock.
holding. No, I mean.
Can I sell the Bitcoin for
Absolutely,
dollars?
yeah. You can send it back to an exchange. You would
Okay.
purchase it on a centralized exchange with your U.S. dollars. Then I recommend, what I teach is for you to hold that in a hardware wallet. It's not physically on the device, but it holds your key. I could break all that down to you, but it's essentially you hold it yourself. No one can ever take that away from you.
Okay.
So once you write down a seed phrase of 12 or 24 words, and then as long as you have those words secure, you'll always be able to access that money. And nobody can confiscate it from you, and the only way they can take it is if they have those words. So like even the government, anybody comes to you and said, give me your Bitcoin, give me your crypto, they have no jurisdiction. They can't.
Right.
Because it's on chain, it's on the blockchain. They can't. They have no jurisdiction there. So it's a system
You
that
control
that
your
gives the
money.
power to the
Right.
people.
So is it like,
Can you use it in a store? Like,
I mean, right now, no, there's not. I mean, yes and no. There's certain. You can't go to Walmart and just spend Bitcoin, right?
Right.
So Bitcoin, it started out as a peer-to-peer money, but that's not really what it is. That's not what it became. Bitcoin is now digital gold. So it's not. You're never going to spend your Bitcoin in a store.
it's an investment.
No, I mean an investment, but it's basically it's like holding gold. Like I said, you would never take a bar of gold to go buy bread,
Right.
But you're storing your value in that.
But another thing that makes it valuable, though, is that there's a finite amount of it. Like, there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin. So it's...
Yeah, so like with gold.
It's not like paper cash where
So
they can print more.
It's not all
there's no
taken up
printing
yet?
press.
It's not all bought yet?
No,
There's-
so there's 21 million will ever exist, and there's about 19 million that are in circulation. The last 2 million will be mined over the next 120 or 140 years. So,
Oh, wow.
And then every 4 years is the Bitcoin halvening. So the mining reward is cut in half every 4 years. So the majority of all the Bitcoin came out in the first 4 years, right? And no one knew about it. No one was using
it's
it.
just
So
sitting
all the early adopters were,
And now they're rich.
well, no, not really. So the early, take the creator Satoshi Nakamoto. His wallets are believed to be to hold about a million Bitcoin. So there's 21 million. He's believed to control 1 million of that, right? But it's also believed that he's dead, and no one that wallet has never been touched. And then if any wallet is ever lost, it just goes to the more scarcity of the asset because it'll never be recovered. So if that seed phrase is lost, it's gone
But
forever.
how much is
Right.
1 million Bitcoin in
dollars.
like dollars?
Like, how you pay
Changes
for
by
it.
the
Billions,
second.
exactly. So he's rich.
okay, so in
Yeah.
other words, something I equate it to in my mind would be almost like buying stock.
I mean, if it's
In that
it's
kind of
investment.
scheme.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
so it's not a stock, but it's still an investment, right? So I mean, how you'd like to
Right.
look at it. So a stock is something that like is kept. You don't even receive paper. Like
Right,
you don't
right, right.
you don't receive it. It's just all on an app and everything. So with crypto, you actually hold it yourself. That's the difference.
No, I get
it's,
it. I'm
it's
just trying
yeah.
to like equate it to something.
Yeah, I mean,
that I'm
an
familiar
investment.
with.
You're just
Right.
thinking investment-wise.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's
Okay.
so hard because it's not something tangible.
Tangible.
And, it scares people that they have to manage it themselves. That's scary for people,
Well, you're
too.
spending
Like,
money
But
and
the
not
thing-
seeing something tangible. So I think that.
Right.
But
is
but
also
that's
part
all
of
you
the
do.
scare
That's all you do every day anyway.
Right, everything.
You don't have- you don't-
Amazon
too.
comes right to my door.
Exactly. You don't.
packages every
You
day.
don't. You're not counting cash at the register and handing it to them. Realistically, you're never seeing any of
That's
your money.
true, right, you're
It's
not-
all. It's
you're not
already all digital, right? And like
Yeah,
she
you're
was
not
just
wrong.
saying a little bit ago, the CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency. All right. That's where we're headed. That's where China's already got theirs. Ours is coming. So it's going to be the U.S. dollar is going to be on a blockchain.
You're going
It will
to
be
have
crypto.
one, whether you want it or not.
Listen,
So
I still balance a checkbook to the penny. Can we
you're not
going
going to
to
need it. Ditch it. Throw it out.
Wait,
put
you
it through
what?
the shredder.
I do.
I could never balance a
To the penny.
checkbook ever.
So-
Not one time.
And I know that if Denise is listening, she's very proud of me.
I just round up
Too.
or round down. Right?
Yeah, like, I'm still old school. Like,
Working
this is
round
all
numbers.
rocking my
Bruce
whole
does
world.
ours.
You're not allowed.
I am not allowed.
Did you share to Facebook Live?
I did.
There's a link, but it's not. I can't read comments. I don't think.
But I'm not saying I'm not open to the idea.
Agreed.
I don't
If
have
it's
any
an investment,
comments
like,
either.
To get, I think what I'm trying to distinguish is it an investment so that I can gain more U.S. dollars, or am I
Potentially.
right to just say, hey, I want to accumulate my wealth, or is my wealth in the Bitcoin? Do you follow what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
I do.
Absolutely. That's where
Right.
you're. That's
So
where the real
switching
wealth. That's
over.
really where the real wealth is in holding it.
Gotcha.
All right. But to me, it's more of a revolution on top of it. It's not just about,
Right.
it's not just
I mean-
about like playing the stock market and trading. There's plenty of people that are out there that trade all the crypto assets and all. That's not what I do. I invest. And
And hold on to it.
And I hold
Right.
on to it, and for the ideologies of it also.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the true revolution of fixing the banking system, and
Gotcha.
there to be accountability, and, and less corruption through honesty on chain.
So then if I invested in this, held on to it, and then we switch over, I'm in good shape because I already got my Bitcoin.
Well, it's
I'm ready
already
to roll. Like, I wanna
it's
make
not
sure
really
I still
switching
buy my
over.
products.
It's not really switching over. We're already there.
there.
Yeah, so it already has value. I mean, it's volatile, so it goes
It
up
is.
and
It's
down.
risky.
Yeah, I mean, because
Sure.
because we're still very early. Because it's to be completely honest, and this is not financial advice, but it's completely undervalued. It's like so undervalued you can't even understand. We're still very early, and that's my opinion. But
So research it. That's all like I want you people to do is learn about it. I'm not telling you invest in it. I'm saying learn about it. It is going to affect you. The economy right now, banks
It's
are
horrible.
crumbling around us. Like how much longer is this house of cards going to be standing?
We talked about that at work. What banks are, what bank, is Bank of America going to these big banks, or are they smaller, like your
The
neighborhood?
smaller banks, but they're all going to go under
And
at
it's
some
also-
point. And you're going to
yeah.
end up with maybe like 3 or 4
A monopoly
big
of
banks.
banks.
And
Right,
that's
just
it.
like 4
That's
banks
all
to
you're
choose
gonna
from.
have, and they take
That's
your money,
scary.
pay you some like minimal interest and
Well, no, they
send
have a
you on your
monopoly,
way. Like,
right, minimal
hold
interest.
your own money.
Or a
That's
high interest rate on what you borrow from them, right?
they don't
So-
even have your money. That's the whole
Exactly.
thing.
Literally,
It's
they
not even
don't.
there.
It's
They
a
don't.
Ponzi
That's-
scheme, I guess.
Yeah, they're giving
essentially.
it to someone else.
It's essentially
The money you
a
give to
Ponzi
them,
scheme.
they're then loaning to someone else, and it's always just like a trickle down, like domino effect.
There's no accountability. That's why they're so afraid of the blockchain.
And then whenever it gets
Everything's on
bad, they
there.
just turn to the government and they just bail them out. So
All
if
the
with
time.
something
Cue up the printing press.
yeah, exactly, with an asset that you can't create more of, that's where it gives true value.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's not, you can't just go in there and like, let's add 2 more zeros to the end of it and we'll fix all of our problems. Like, how does that even, I can't, it's been 51 years of this madness,
Yeah,
and it's just like, it's,
Falling apart. Like
Yes.
we're at the end of the road. And with this central bank digital currency, they're going to come in. All the banks, well, not all the banks, but my theory is a lot of the banks will start to go under. And then the government will come in and say, we're going to save you. We have a CBDC for you. And then here you go.
but see, the CBDC is still going to be backed by the dollar, so it's still the same antics.
Exactly.
So until they start using, until they start backing something with some kind of asset, and Russia and China are in the process of doing this and creating
Yeah.
a gold-backed currency,
Yeah.
right? And which is very scary as the world reserve currency. So I mean, the only thing that could really save us is if they back the U.S. dollar with Bitcoin. You know what I mean? That would, and then it's a matter of time until countries do it. There's countries that are already using it as legal tender. You can pay your taxes. But once there is a like legitimate, like not a third world country that's doing this, that's when it's gonna really blow up basically, because I mean that's what it is. It's supposed to it's backing. It's something that's it's.
And we're on the verge of the U.S. dollar
It's
not being
collapsing.
the reserve currency. BRICS are
Yeah.
doing their own thing. They don't need us anymore.
Lots of questions.
It's kind of scary.
So if somebody wants to research this, where's the best place to start? To say, well, I mean, I know you have that book or whatever.
You
but
call Jeff.
I call
and
Jeff.
You book a class with him. He will
Oh,
do
you
a
give these
one-on. He does
classes?
one-on-one.
Yeah.
Breaks
That's
it
why he's
down
here.
into the most simplest of terms.
I need a
And
class because I don't know.
Yeah, so uptospeedcrypto.com, and I do one-on-one walkthroughs with people. So it's whatever your skill set is, we pick up from there and we move forward. So whatever your goal is, whatever you're trying to accomplish, wherever you're at, we pick up and we move forward and then get you on the right path to financial freedom and you becoming your own bank.
Gotcha. You're
But,
welcome for the nice segue into that.
It's all about also educating yourself. You need to
Right.
don't take anybody's word for any of this. Like, do your own research, and this might be right for you. It might not be, but I think in general you need to diversify. I'm not saying take all your money out of the stock market and put it into crypto.
Right.
Like, diversify. Crypto, traditional stocks, metals, silver, gold,
Yeah.
like
So-
everything, because one of them's going under. So
Yeah.
I have a comment here that says, what would you or Tracy even have been doing it, suggest if you wanted to get started, Bitcoin or something else?
I mean, yeah, so, like I said, I don't give financial advice, and I don't,
Right.
I don't tell
No
people
financial
what.
advice.
Yeah, I don't tell people what to invest in. But
Right.
if you were to look at the top 10 market caps, if you were to go to like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, you would look at, the top coins. And traditionally, the top 10 are going to be your safest bets.
Got it.
And Bitcoin is number one, which would be the safest bet, traditionally. Now, like I said, I'm not going to tell you to invest in Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah, Ethereum is number two. You know what I mean? So they're very solid investments. And that's what most of the value in all of crypto market cap is those two.
Okay. And Tracy, you use an app? Do you use an
I
app?
started with Coinbase. Do you
Coinbase.
recommend Coinbase?
I do.
Like,
Coinbase
as a
is the most user friendly
It is.
platform.
It's very
So is it good for
user-friendly.
starters?
Absolutely.
Coinbase?
Yes, very clean interface. They do like little classes and they give you free coins. You learn about
Earn
a coin.
tokens
Yeah,
for
exactly.
learning, for
They give you like
education.
$3 for everything you learn,
Oh,
and it's like
interesting.
you learn about that coin. They give you a little bit of money. It's real simple to set up. Link in your card. They have good customer service. Where some other platforms are much more difficult.
Okay. Well, it's good to know.
Let's talk about custody now. All right, so that's a whole other thing. So you have your account set up on Coinbase now, and you bought some crypto. Now what do you do with it?
You withdraw it to either a software wallet, which would be a hot wallet, or a hardware wallet.
So you don't want to leave it on these exchanges. You've heard about some other exchanges, folding. You want to have custody of your money.
Because essentially what crypto is a peer-to-peer payment system, or a peer-to-peer. You want to be able to send it to somebody or
Right.
hold it yourself. So by it's basically given these large exchanges the same powers that the bank have, because you buy your crypto and then you leave it there. Now they're doing whatever they
something
want
with it.
with your crypto, just like the bank's
Makes
doing.
sense,
So
yeah.
if you pull it and you hold it in your own wallet, the only way you should leave it on an exchange is if you have an open trade, or if you're if you're trading in a market, if you have a stop loss in or something, you're leverage trading or anything like that, then you're going to leave it there to play with, to try and flip it to make some money. But if you're not trading it, it should never be on the exchange, unless it's like $20-$30, or you buy 20, and then once it reaches 200 or something like that, then you withdraw it.
Move it
But
to
once
your
you start,
wallet.
if you start investing, you have thousands of dollars on there. You should never have that sitting on an exchange. Some people have $200,000 just sitting there, never like, just sitting on an
chilling.
exchange. Yeah, let me just keep pumping money into Coinbase and just leaving it there, and then like
Anything
when
can
it goes
happen.
under, like if you look at FTX, people lost a
Right.
lot of money because
A
they were
lot of
just
money.
and they were just because people were just leaving their money on there and trusting these, thinking that they're banks. They're not banks. They're not FDIC approved. There's no insurance with it, so it's at your own risk. So by you holding it yourself is really the only answer.
on you.
It's the only answer in my opinion.
But I want it on me. Like, I want to be responsible for my money.
Is your Bitcoin, coin, whatever, crypto making money while you're holding on to it? in
It
your
depends.
wallet?
It depends on what coin it is. So Bitcoin just is it's the oldest technology in crypto. So no, it just exists. So like I said, you're going to gain value from the dollar dropping and or Bitcoin going up.
Okay.
Right. That's the only thing that it'll ever do.
Okay.
Right. So like gold it's the same thing as gold. Like
So
I
you're
said.
not accumulating
So, but there's
interest,
plenty of other coins
Right.
that are proof of stake that like you can delegate your money to a stake pool, and then by it sitting there, it's securing the blockchain and you're earning a reward. So take like Cardano for example. You get paid out every 5 days for doing nothing. Just it's there, it's delegated, and every 5 days you get a percentage just kicked back to you. So your coins are growing and you have appreciation of the asset when it goes up.
So that sounds to me it's like the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah, so so you would say it's like a stock. What is it in the stock market? Dividends. So it's
Right.
kind of like
Dividends.
It's like hiding your money under the mattress, but yet it's still making some money on it,
essentially.
right?
Yeah.
You have control over it.
You have control
right?
of it, yeah.
And still making
A little bit of money.
a little bit of money, so to speak, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I feel a
So-
little bit better now. I had a lot of questions.
So are you gonna go invest?
Tell us about.
I have to take a class first.
You do. You should. You should all take a class. Take a class and learn it. Like, how did you get into crypto? And when?
I got in 2017. I just, wanting to get rich like everybody else, essentially. You know what I mean?
You just like
I
heard about it? Or
Yeah,
like-
exactly. I heard about it way too late in that bull run. I
Right.
bought the top and then rode it to the bottom. So, I didn't put a ton of capital in, but I pretty much lost everything that I put in, and I learned a hard lesson from that. Don't buy things when everything's going up real high. Like,
Buy
that's
the dip.
Yeah.
Buy the dip. Always buy
Yeah,
the dip.
but,
Not when it's
Buy
high.
low.
But I mean,
things get so exciting, and like when it's up, when it pumps, everybody gets so excited, and everybody wants in when it's high. But it's
Yeah.
You're buying
it's not
high.
the best time to buy. Exactly.
Right.
Buy low. Buy the dips.
Yeah, so I got in. I got in 17, and then basically I just learned about it. And once I had that epiphany, once it really clicked of what it is, and it's like I just kept going further and further down the rabbit hole, because it's like it's technology set to change the world.
Did
So-
you have like a friend that told you about it,
No.
or you just
No,
kinda
just like,
heard
yeah.
let me check out this Bitcoin stuff.
I mean, I've heard of Bitcoin. I knew of Bitcoin in 2013. And I thought it was a scam. I thought
Right,
it was
like
the dumbest.
black
I thought it was
market,
the
like
dumbest
the
thing.
Yeah.
dark
Yeah, I was
web
like, look at.
currency
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's
for illegal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the double spend
I'll hold
issue.
my
I was like,
cash.
I just didn't understand it, and I was just like, automatic. I was like, yeah. I was on like a Reddit site, and people were trading their gold and their silver for Bitcoin. I'm like, look at these idiots, and I was like, man, I'm the idiot. Like for
Looking
thinking,
back,
yeah,
in
like
hindsight.
yeah.
Oh man, I wonder what it was priced at then. Like
It was cheap.
$8.
I don't know. I forget.
Doesn't matter. We don't
Yeah.
even want
It
to know.
was- yeah.
Well, how
it
much
was-
does it
it was
cost to
cheap.
buy it now?
A lot of money.
It's 28,000. Earlier today was 28,400
What?
For one Bitcoin.
For what?
for one Bitcoin.
Yeah.
$28,000
Yeah, which is very undervalued.
for one Bitcoin?
It has
like,
been higher than
last
that.
summer.
I mean,
it
actually, it's
was
the high- actually, it just hit-
60,000. Last
That's
summer,
ridiculous.
it was
Today
$60,000.
today is a yearly high, but it's
But in the past, it's been higher.
oh yeah, 70. It went to
Yeah.
almost 69. It went to
For one
69,000.
Bitcoin?
for one Bitcoin.
And what
yeah.
do you do with one Bitcoin? Like, I can't wrap my head around it.
You hold it.
Yeah, it's
you hold it,
so if you
accumulate
had
it.
so if you had
wallet,
if you
right?
had $29,000 in the bank,
I want to buy Jen's
or
car
if you
with
had
Bitcoin.
$29,000
I
in
want to buy your
Bitcoin.
car with the Bitcoin.
I mean, it's a matter of what are you betting on to be the safer bet? Because your dollar is losing
I come
value
with
every
Right,
day,
right.
right? A lot of people can't comprehend that because they still see $29,000 in their bank, but you continue to lose purchasing power.
And
Okay.
inflation is just going to get higher.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
So if
your
you keep
dollar
holding
is
that-
going to continue to decrease in the near future.
So if I wanted to buy one Bitcoin, it's
You
28,000.
don't have. You can buy $100 worth.
You don't
Oh,
have to
You-
buy a
You don't
full
have to
Yeah.
buy a
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Buy
Yeah,
a
that's what
fraction of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
You can-
a whole coin is 28,000.
Oh, so we could chip in and buy
But
it.
you
Yeah,
can still
yeah.
buy.
How many
buy
coins do
stacks.
you have?
I like to DCI, dollar cost average in. So every week, $100 goes in. And then you're not buying it at a certain price. Like every Wednesday, I buy $100 of it.
A
So,
Bitcoin? or
yeah, and
just-
it's called dollar cost averaging. And you do that in the regular stock market too, but it's instead of buying it high or real low, it's
Try
like
and time
you
them-
average in.
Yeah, and instead of trying to time the market and constantly instead of you investing $1,000 when you think it's the right time, and then you in 6 more months you invest another $1,000. Like she said, she invests $100 every week. So it goes like this, then it falls. You're buying it all those times. So across
You're
the board,
averaging out.
yeah, across the board.
Okay.
Traditionally, they say that that's the best. The best results is usually like that you can achieve from dollar cost averaging.
Okay.
You know.
Buying a little bit at a time.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of you having like you taking your whole life savings and putting it in the market today, and it all dumps and it goes down to 10,000, and then you're like, oh, what did I just do? You know, like, and then you got to wait another year for it to get back to where it was.
Sure.
And then whereas if you were buying 100 here, 100 there, you would
Little
have
bit
been
at a
buying
time,
it
yeah.
while it was going down. You'd be buying down
You don't
there.
feel the
Yeah.
You don't feel the pain.
pain. So
And then
yeah.
another thing I like to do when it hits a high take 20, 30% out, or even 10%. Take a little profit when it hits a high. And then,
And, they
And you
give
can
it to
hold-
in dollars.
Yeah, well, you can take it in a stable coin, so you don't actually have to cash out into. You don't have to send it back to an exchange.
so, yeah, you can cash it out into like a USDC, like a
Which is pegged to the U.S. dollar, so it's basically
equivalent
dollars.
to a dollar. So I can have that in my Coinbase account. And when it hits a high, I'll take out 10, 20% and put that away. And then I'm like, you know what? I have my initial investment right here. And now I'm playing with house money. I'm
Right.
invested with house money now. So who cares?
Or you could take those profits, like she said, you take those profits, you leave it in a stable coin, and then when it dumps, you can reinvest that and get a better deal on. So you're accumulating more by doing that.
Okay.
So the way I got into crypto was Thanksgiving, I think 2019, and I had a little money to invest. And I was talking to a family member, and they were like, "Oh, you got to get into this crypto, XRP," and I'm like, "What? What's XRP? I never heard of it." So I went home, and I think that night at the dining room table, like we all set up like Coinbase accounts. It takes a couple days to get vetted or whatever. And so in those couple days, I was like researching like what's Bitcoin, because all I knew was it was like a dark web currency for illegal purchases. I didn't, and it's really difficult to understand. But I think if you read about it, and then Coinbase has white papers on all of the currencies there. It'll tell you what it is, how it was developed, what it does, the purpose of it. It's really informative, and you can take these little classes on Coinbase and get paid in different currencies and learn about it. It's just, I think everybody should check it out. What's your best crypto advice?
Best crypto advice?
Yeah, to anybody.
Do your own research.
Yeah, don't take
Yeah.
our word for it. This
Yeah.
isn't financial advice.
Yeah, no, I'm
But do
seriously
it.
like no.
Do it.
Invest in yourself.
I love that.
Yeah.
Investing yourself.
That's my best advice. I mean, like I said, like
Love
I can
that.
tell you like to come to me and I can facilitate that for you to help you. But at the end of the day, you have to have a hunger for knowledge. You have to, or you could just keep calling somebody like myself, like, oh, what do I do now? But really, at the end of the day, you need to learn. That's what I do. I teach people.
Yeah.
But so I'm self-taught. I learned everything through trial and error. But I mean, that's the only thing I could really tell you is to really try to understand it to your best ability. And once you do understand it, once you start to gain knowledge on it, like I said, it clicks. Once you have that epiphany, you're like, oh, I can't believe that I was such a skeptic before.
Yeah, empower
Yeah.
yourself. You just,
The worst that could happen is you think it's not for you,
right.
Yeah.
which
I mean,
eventually
Like
it
I'm
sounds like it's going to have to be.
It's
Right,
It's
so-
all signs
From what you're
pointing.
saying.
Like crypto's not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Bitcoin's not
It's like
going
what
anywhere.
what coin will
We're
win?
not-
What coins will win in the end? Who knows? But the blockchain technology for a monetary system is definitely not going anywhere.
It's here to stay. So you guys got to get with the times.
It's like, are we going to be buying houses with Bitcoin?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah,
But
like I said,
the
like with
closing
Bitcoin, it's
and
it's
the
with
title?
some
Right.
type of exactly. Your
Everything
deed will be an
a
NFT.
blockchain transaction.
Yeah.
Everything will be on the blockchain. Do you know what blockchain is?
No, but I'm guessing it's like out there in that cloud
This
somewhere,
conversation
and
makes
so-
me feel like the first time I watched The Matrix.
That movie is so confusing.
Welcome to the Matrix, Jen.
I think I'm in The Matrix.
We are in the Matrix. Hello, we are. We are in the Matrix.
Where do we get you in the metaverse?
Oh, God.
Oh, it's a whole nother thing.
I don't know what that is.
All right, she didn't even know what it was, and she went, "Oh God!"
Jeff will come back another
It's-
day.
It just sounded
Computer
bad.
something.
Right. It just sounded
Yep.
kind
It's
of.
something else I don't.
It's just
Involve
another. It's just
myself in.
another dimension. We live in the Matrix right now. It's another dimension.
Jen's not even on
of the
Facebook.
Matrix.
Like Bitcoin's throwing her for a loop.
I know she's not even on Facebook. She's like, what? All right.
I
well,
call Snapchat Chapsnat. I can't say
God.
that correctly.
That sounds like something totally. I thought you were going to say something else with that.
All right. Well, we're gonna get you a little.
But you're on
class with
TikTok,
Jeff.
though.
You're gonna learn.
No,
You send me TikToks all the time.
they're from other people.
Oh my God. I really thought you were on TikTok.
No.
I was so excited. I was like, oh, Jen
No.
sent me a TikTok. And it's
She's
probably
just
from
wanting
They're
Debbie.
to
just
live in her
forwards.
bubble.
It's a forward from Debbie.
Probably.
Or Jen Mendez.
The other Jen.
The other Jen.
I like
All
the
right.
other Jen.
So, all right, tell us. Oh, let me tell you how I met Jeff. We both follow BitBoy Crypto. He's actually, when I first got started into this, I started
a rapper
watching
name, BitBoy Crypto.
BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong. I started watching his YouTube videos, and really, he's fantastic. Even for a beginner, you can tune in at any time, and he kind of breaks things down in layman's terms. Like, you can tune in and not know anything about it, but understand what he's talking about. He also, like, I learned about the economy in general. Like, I didn't know anything about the economy, and it's so informative. So check that out if you can. But he wrote a book called Catching Up to Crypto. I might have to gift it to all of you. But I do want to give this away to a viewer. So you need to like, comment, share, and subscribe on Facebook or YouTube. You can get 2 entries or 1 entry for each of those that you do. And then we'll give this away next week. It's an autographed copy, by the way.
Tracy autographed it.
Yeah. Ben Armstrong autographed it.
Oh, and it says BitBoy Crypto.
That's right.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
We went to the book signing a couple weeks ago and ran into Jeff there, and we became best friends. And he invited me to a crypto meetup that happens in Hamilton every week, and I was like, I have been looking for my people for like 2-3 years. I can't, like, anytime I talk about crypto to somebody, they're like, what? So I was so excited, and yeah, so I started attending this meetup. It's called Current of Currencies. If you're interested in learning more about crypto, you can check it out on the Meetup app, and you just have to register on there, and we'll see you there. But what other organizations and groups are you involved with? Because you're like in it.
Yeah, so I mean, I have a group that I started up recently, Brelco Crypto, that we meet up. They're sporadic. I did one, honestly, but we're planning on doing another one soon. I'm an active member with DeFi Philly and NFT Philly, and
Yeah, so I was leaving the book signing, and he gives me this, like, sticker. It was really cool. I was like, oh, all right, thanks. So, you know, we connected on Instagram, social media, whatever, and, you know, got talking on there. But that was, like, a cool... Oh, no, then you sent me the
POAP.
The POAP, yeah. It's like a badge. It's like a digital badge, an NFT. Do you know what an NFT is?
No.
I told you. It's like...
It's a non-fungible token.
They're like,
What?
Non-fungible token.
I don't know what that means.
All right, so so you have to understand what fungible is. So,
I don't know what
Sounds
that
like
means.
something
so
SpongeBob would be talking
fungible
about.
is
Yes.
something that's fungible would be the U.S. dollar. So if you give me a $100 bill, I give you 100 ones back. It's fungible. Debt settled. You wouldn't be happy, right, that I gave you 100 ones, but the debt is still settled.
It's a
still,
wash.
It's this exact same thing. 2 50s equals 100, right?
Right.
So that's something that's
Think so.
fungible. It's interchangeable. It's interchangeable.
Okay.
Right? Or so
Why
something
don't we
that's-
say interchangeable then?
What's that?
Why don't we say
Because
interchangeable then?
it's fungible. That's why. So yeah.
Who
so
invented
Fungible
that
a real
word?
word? Like, is that
Yeah.
a new word or is that?
No.
I
I've
think you
never
made
heard that
word
word.
up. I'm looking it up right now.
Fungible is how I would spell it.
I need to know if it's
That's
spelled
exactly how you
phonetically.
spell it.
Okay.
So-
I'm not trying to make fun. I really
Yeah,
just don't get it.
So something that's non-fungible would be like concert tickets. So like if I had backstage passes and you had seats all the way up top.
Lawn seats.
Yeah, lawn seats. Yeah.
We're in VIP.
But he's not lying about
No,
this.
I'm VIP.
Yeah. So we wouldn't trade that. So that would be non-fungible, right?
Okay.
So because it's the same thing. They're both tickets to the same show, but they're non-fungible.
Okay.
Okay. So a non-fungible token.
No,
would
I
be-
mean, I get it. I'm just trying to
It's
process
digital.
it.
It's a digital concert
So it's not
ticket,
tradable.
let's say.
It is absolutely tradable.
All right, wait a minute.
So
I'm reading
on
the
marketplaces
definition here. I'm very confused.
Yeah, so it there's marketplaces just like Ticketmaster. So it is absolutely tradable. They're not as liquid as a regular
Well,
coin.
This is just fungible, but he's talking about
Non-fungible.
Right, because that's why I said what I said, because it said replaceable by another identical item,
Yeah.
mutually interchangeable, which is what you said,
Like a
right?
dollar, yes.
So if fungible is mutually interchangeable, my brain said non-fungible means it's not interchangeable.
It's not. So
Like the lawn seats in the
your
VIP.
ticket and my ticket to the show are not the
They're
same.
not equal.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind.
Math teacher.
I'm an idiot.
Math teacher.
So anyway, a non-fungible
It's the
token
kids.
is a
Pat,
is a
it's this with that in it.
yeah.
Not equal.
The
This is
equal
why I
sign
need a
with
class.
the line through it.
Clearly, I need the class.
So the non-fungible token.
So it'd be,
Elaborate on that.
so it's a token on the blockchain that's, so I mean, a lot of them are digital art pieces or something like that.
Right, because I think the first time I heard of NFTs had to do with like art and like
Yeah.
digital art items.
Yeah. So even if it's the same picture, like 1 of 1,000 or whatever, then it would be, if I have 001, then mine would be more rare because, it's the first edition. It was the first one printed, minted rather. And then, so even if it's the same exact picture, if you have 759, it does,
Got
it wouldn't be as valuable. But I mean, there's all different aspects that give all of them different values or whatever. But yeah, basically it's a token. A lot of them are associated with art, but they can be many different things. I believe that everything's going to be an NFT one day, like your marriage certificate, your driver's license. That's all going to be an NFT.
The title to your house.
Yeah, your
everything
deed,
will
everything will
be
be an NFT one day.
everything's going to be digital.
So you gave
like a
Tracy an
PDF.
NFT?
Yeah, so
What?
yeah, I mean, I could
PDF?
give any of you guys one if you have a wallet. All you need is an Ethereum address.
Whoa,
and then-
whoa, whoa, whoa!
and
This
then-
You're way.
I need to go to
We're
the-
not
What
there yet.
I
Jeff.
need the class.
So yeah, so the
We'll
event is
give
meeting
you-
me. So if you shake my hand and you meet me, then you can get one of my
Okay.
PO apps, and then like I said, all you need is an Ethereum address, which is not that hard. They're free to acquire.
Okay, cool.
Jeff will give you an
Googling a lot
NFT,
of
but you
things
need an
tonight
Ethereum
before I go
wallet
to bed.
to receive it. I said, whoa, we're not there yet.
Oh, my word. So, you're saying like this virtual wallet where you keep your Bitcoin. Is that like an app or is that?
Well, it's an actual hardware. It's an actual device.
Okay.
So
Or it can be a software. Yeah, it could be an app, but yeah, you can store it on your phone.
So a hardware.
A hardware
It's a
wallet is
hardware
much
wallet.
more secure. But yeah, so a software wallet would be on your phone or on your computer.
Also a hot wallet.
Yes,
called
it'd be
a hot
it's a hot wallet.
That's on your phone.
That's an
Tamagotchi.
app.
It's like the Tamagotchi. You gotta
That
feed
would be
it.
an
It's
app.
either an app on your phone or a Chrome extension. Have you ever used a Chrome extension on?
She's like, I don't
on
know.
a browser? No?
She's not allowed to balance the checkbook.
We're not sure. We can't be sure.
Is a
But
hardware wallet waterproof?
No.
Oh.
So the device doesn't matter. Like your seed phrase is what matters. So if the device,
what?
your seed phrase.
Is that like
it's
a
12.
password?
I don't know what that is.
So you have to,
It's
like,
like
you,
your password, but it's
Yeah.
like
Why
12
can't we
to
just say
14 words.
password?
Random words.
I know that.
That's going to be your seed phrase, it's called. That's your
Because it's
password.
24 different passwords.
Do you
I'm
carry
telling
your
you,
hard
and
wallet
mine's
with
going to
you
be. I
everywhere?
didn't feel like it.
It's
No,
like,
I'm-
One of them
is
I
it like
do.
on your phone, the hard
No,
wallet?
But like if you were at the beach,
I
One
mean,
of
you
them-
could
yeah,
take it in
can
the
be.
water
You can,
with you.
Yeah, you
No,
can
it's
link
like
it to
a
your
credit
phone and
card.
then
It's
have the
like swimming.
device.
Because I'm
okay,
thinking
okay.
how
So there's a
secure,
device
like,
that holds your
I don't want to lose this
So I
thing.
see
correct,
so-
but you don't
Do I
take
see
your
Wait,
phone
you can't talk at
device.
the same time.
It's just the device.
Sorry.
This is
No
probably the
coin.
worst panel to have for this conversation.
This is the best panel to have because there's so many people out there that don't have any clue.
I'm willing to go to a
about
class. I need to
crypto.
understand
You
this.
do.
Yeah.
You do need to
Yeah.
understand it because this is all going to affect you. It's going to affect all of us at some point.
Right. I'm not saying I'm
So,
going to take some
get
money and
ahead of
invest,
the
but
curve.
I need to wrap my head around like
I know
and
it's
get
a
some
lot.
understanding of
It's a
this.
lot to take in, but I think I'm going to get all of you the book. You're a reader, an avid reader. You love to read. Like, start here.
I will. I'll make that my 10 pages a day.
Exactly, and then
That's all I'll be able
That's
to have.
going to
Class
be
with
the
Jeff.
biggest mystery I ever read.
the biggest
So I can do 10
mystery.
pages a
But
day.
Jeff is 5 years in. How can we get ahead of the curve? We're already 5 years behind.
She
him.
already
Well, he
wants to be
said
Jeff.
he was behind the curve.
You're still
Yeah.
early to the game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
like,
still not that widely
Bitcoin came
adopted.
out-
Yeah,
in
how many
2009.
people in the U.S. are using it or are using?
Millions.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a million people behind the curve.
Many millions.
But there's billions of people.
Yeah.
Out
In the
there.
US?
Like you're still early.
But you
there's
don't know
still
until you
hope.
try.
You can
and
still become a
start.
crypto millionaire. There's hope.
You could still be a millionaire, Deb. You know what? If I get a lot of Bitcoin, you know what I'm going to do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to buy the nicest settle-on furniture one can purchase. And I'm going to park it right across the street from school, and I'm going to wave to everybody as they get in.
That's what
She's a
you would
math
buy
teacher.
with your Bitcoin.
That's what I'm buying first. That's the first thing. And then,
What are you gonna buy with your Bitcoin?
I don't even know. Can't even.
What are you gonna buy?
I'm
First
never,
thing you're
I'm
buying.
never selling my Bitcoin.
All right. Well,
You can
when
you can
you're
leverage it out and get loans on it and never pay tax.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's all kinds. Yeah, you can.
I
Yeah,
say I
there's-
need a class.
Yeah, so it's yeah, I would never sell my Bitcoin.
well, when you're a
so
crypto millionaire, what are you gonna buy?
I'm gonna buy a fifth wheel, a big-ass truck and travel the country.
Okay.
Nice.
What are you going to buy with your crypto millions?
I'm going to buy.
You're going to Disney.
She's going to buy Disney.
I'm buying annual passes to Disney and a house in Dominican Republic.
Oh, that's
All right.
nice.
To play
idea.
with your cornhole?
What? For Dominican
Is happening on this
cornhole
panel?
ringer.
Her husband is Dominican
And loves
he's a
cornhole.
cornhole champion.
Christina and my dad are cornhole champions.
Oh, by the way, hi, Bill Applegate.
Hi, Bill.
Welcome
Bill.
home.
Hi, Dad. And Christina.
Oh,
and
and
Christina.
Oh, don't ask me. I don't know. I'm so
With
confused.
$1 million? Like you're, well, $1 million.
$1 million crypto dollars.
Pay off your fancy car?
Right,
Perhaps.
Get a
Maybe get it.
matching one.
Maybe.
right.
Oh, we're
know.
too hard on Jen.
I'm gonna get my Cadillac. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my 1976 convertible
Oh.
Cadillac Eldorado. That's what I'm
I
doing.
like that.
Will it be pink?
Absolutely not.
Good.
All
I would
white.
definitely want to do
White.
some good
All
in the world,
white,
though.
maybe
With-
red. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I don't know.
all
Maybe
very
After I buy the
interesting.
furniture.
White
I wanna
leather
do some good in the
interior.
world.
all right. Well,
It's
we
all very interesting.
it is, and
Intriguing.
tell us about DeFi Philly. You're speaking at an event.
Yeah, I spoke at their event last year. They have a conference every year. Last year was the first, and it's Independence 2.0. It's July 7th and 8th.
July 7th and 8th. Location to be determined.
Yeah, it might be out. I'm not sure, but I believe it's going to be at it's going to be an extra day, and I think it's going to be a larger venue. So
All right. Well,
I don't know if that's set in stone yet, but
I'm going to try to get there, and I'm going to drag these clowns with me. I'm going to immerse
no,
them
it's definitely a great
into the
environment for
culture.
learning.
Yeah.
I will give haircuts for Bitcoin.
No, you can absolutely. I can
Cuts
set
for
you up with
coins.
that.
Oh, there you go.
I can
Oh my
get
God,
you-
and I thought
for you
she did that to
yeah,
Joe.
for you to send invoices. And,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
See,
See, it's a real thing.
yes.
Cuts for coins. Jenny's cuts for coins.
Cuts for coins.
Jen's getting Bitcoins.
Jenny from the block. Cuts for
I
coins.
love it. All right.
Coming in the
Well,
road.
Jeff, thank you for breaking it down for us. And anybody interested in contacting Jeff, he's on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. He's on there.
IG, yeah.
So will you maybe go back and post like your contact info?
His links
It's
are
on
in there.
Okay, perfect.
We can't see it from here,
so
but
anyone who wants to
it's,
sign up for class,
it's
all
in the
Oh, there it is at the
description.
bottom.
Oh, yeah, up to speed crypto. I see. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Or feel free, message him, message me. I'll get you in touch with him. But you owe it to yourself. Wait, what did you say?
What's that?
You're investing in
in
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, invest in yourself.
I love it.
Yeah, that's good. I like
Amazing. I
that.
love that.
So-
Invest in yourself, guys. You're my people. I love you. I want you to be
Yeah.
amazing. Do well.
It's been very eye-opening. Again, I apologize that we aren't the,
Hey,
the
I mean,
most
it's-
well-known, versed panel here.
No, that's what it's
but-
all about. Like, you need to start somewhere,
Yeah.
and this guy can help you.
Tracy has literally been trying to get me to do crypto for like 3 years.
She won't do it.
It makes me nervous.
I
It
know.
does.
Well, that's why you have to
It
educate
is.
yourself
You
on
have
it. Well,
to
yeah,
just
you
start
read
somewhere.
the book and then get some understanding. That's broken down for layman's.
Yeah,
You
start
know, so-
somewhere. That's it. You're all getting the book, and I hope somebody watching, wins it. We'll give it away, I guess, next week.
Next week.
Sounds good.
All right. So another hot topic we have to talk about. This is like heavy for our show, like serious
Oh,
topics
yes.
tonight.
I
don't know
tried
if
to
I'm
lighten it up. It
prepared for
didn't
this.
work.
And it's about to get heated right now.
Here we
Oh,
go.
I love
Here we go.
this.
So broken.
We know my love for TikTok, like my
Yeah, don't show
hobby.
people that.
And let's talk about the potential ban. Like, what do you know about the potential ban of TikTok?
What?
Anything?
Ban?
I
Yeah.
saw
Don't
it
ban
at the-
TikTok.
This is what I'm saying. I did see something at the gym, but I couldn't read that far, other than like the big headline that said, possible like TikTok ban.
All right, so there's Senate hearings right now.
Why are they going to ban
They
it?
want to ban it because it is a Chinese company and they are collecting all of your information. First of all, I don't
Really?
think anybody realizes, like, today, right now, how valuable your personal information is.
Yeah, I mean,
to
I'm sure everyone
everybody.
already has it
Is
all.
every okay? I'm going to say this.
Say it.
Really? That's what people were about. As if they didn't think that the government or anybody didn't already have
I
all
unlocked
of
my
their
phone
information,
with
but
my
they
I know.
Yeah.
exactly
But, all right.
Fingerprints.
So really, what's
Are
really
we a
going?
headless people walking this country? What is happening?
What's really going
Oh,
on?
listen.
It's smoke and mirrors. So it's really like a crypto ban and VPN ban. So basically, it's the Patriot Act 2.0. So I don't know how familiar you are with the Patriot Act,
Right.
and them stripping our rights as citizens. That's basically what this bill is. They want to be able to take rights away. Do it by saying.
I need
and
to read up on this.
Yeah,
You do.
It's,
So-
it's in the fine print, really.
If
but
you wanna
they're
read
trying to
up
give
on it-
20-year sentences to people using VPNs.
And up to
But
$1 million
what is so
fine.
wrong with a VPN? I don't understand.
Because
that.
they want to be able to control. They want to be able to monitor and control
What you're
everything.
doing
what,
instead of
everything
hiding
you're doing.
behind a VPN.
And they also
Everything.
want to be able to,
I'm
Put their-
Googling
I think
this
I have a
right
VPN
now.
on everything, like everything.
Well, you're not going to be able to. No, seriously.
What did you
Look,
say, 2.0?
read it. I
mean,
read
that's
it
what I
last
call.
night.
That's
That's
what I
what you called it.
coined
Okay, I
it.
thought
No,
it
I'm
was-
saying, that's what I believe there. I believe it's the Patriot Act 2.0 is what I call.
Right.
What I
Okay,
coined
so here
it
I am
as, yeah.
Googling this.
So
Yeah,
listen,
no.
you can go on congress.gov. It's article S686. It's called the Restrict Act. It's about 54 pages. I read the whole thing last night. It's not in layman's terms, but that's what they do. They make it, they put it
they
in
make it very
legalese.
broad. They make it very broad, so that way
Right.
they can manipulate it any way they'd like.
So not only do they want to ban TikTok, but they want the right to be able to ban any form of internet, network, cable, satellite, cell phone.
So like a
I read
censorship
it
type of-
It's
slightly.
like China, the People's
Any-
Republic of China.
any-
They're trying to
any
those
service-
those type of
I really
laws.
need to- I could just speak
those type of
intelligently.
laws
I need
is
to
what
do
they're
this.
trying to.
Our government?
Our
implement.
government.
Yes.
But I read it as they were only doing this to or they wanted to do
Under a
this
Democratic president.
for certain things that are owned by these foreign companies.
They want the right to do it with any platform or service that has more
Owned
than
by a certain foreign company. That's how I read it when I read my interpretation.
All right.
of it.
Well, I want to read it again.
I'm
But
going back
any
to
of
this.
these services or platforms with more than 1 million subscribers or
so
1 million
you're telling
customers.
me that with this they can just shut down Verizon and be like, shutting down Verizon, no one can use their cell phone? That's what you're telling me this is doing?
That's how I'm reading it, and I would love anybody
Here's
to
the
weigh
thing,
in.
I mean, I don't
when
know-
read about
reading
this,
it differently.
What's credible, right?
I don't know about the.
Samsung phone. It's owned
Yeah.
by Korea. It's a Korean company. So,
So what am I going to do? Turn
they
my phone
all.
in now?
So what?
I got a Samsung. Am I going to have to give it up now? What are we doing? here?
No, I'll
Switch
never
to
get
Very
iPhone.
confused.
No,
I don't
never.
like the iPhone. I've just mastered this one. Here you go. I look up TikTok ban. The first thing that comes up, this tells you right here. Oh, never mind. I lied. I thought it said RuPaul. I was like, really? RuPaul? This is what we're going with here?
Spokesperson.
Never
for
mind. Never
the-
mind. This is why I didn't wear my glasses and I can't see correctly. Okay.
Rand Paul.
It said Rand Paul. I was like, RuPaul? What are we doing here?
Way different people.
Way different people. Two different, stratospheres, those two people. I got to really sit and read about this because I feel like it's
It's so much more than just banning
Just
TikTok.
TikTok,
Please
yeah.
take the time to read it. I actually contacted my Congress
person.
representative.
Really? And
Yeah, I
wow.
said if you support this, I'm not going to support you, and you don't have my vote. It's just too overreaching. It's such an overreach of government's power. It's
Yep.
it's
They wanna be in
absolutely
everything.
insane. And if you read this and you are not terrified and pissed off simultaneously, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Well,
Like,
here's-
you
okay.
have to read this. It's terrifying.
So
But they spin it to make you so
They're protecting us.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I understand the argument of some of this stuff. Like the content that they put out in China, which is much more wholesome and good content that is put out to the Chinese children, and the garbage that our children are seeing. And that's how they're spinning it on the right side. And that they're going to spin it both sides because they want it to be.
They want everyone to
bipartisan.
support it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what they're saying. This is the first bipartisan thing that they're getting behind each other. Yeah, to strip us from our rights.
Little by
Exactly,
little.
yeah,
Right. But listen, don't listen to us. Again, invest in yourself and read about it and make your own decision. I mean, you tell me
You have no
how
idea what's
you
going
tell
on in
me
my
how
head
you're
right now.
interpreting it because it's insane.
I have to read it.
I
would
am. I'm
love
You're
just.
sending us
feedback.
home with a
My
lot of reading
brain
assignments.
is not like
I know.
my wheels that are spinning and it's not a discussion I really want. I think that we want to have on the show, but so I'll talk about it after. But I'm putting it out there that and I agree. Like, I feel like, hey, I don't think that they should ban TikTok, right? Like, I mean, I wouldn't have anything to share with anybody because
That's what
like,
I'm saying. I don't
and
want to lose
follow
my
so many
forwards.
really cute things that I wouldn't want, right? So, I'm going to leave it open for if we're going to start banning TikTok.
Exactly.
We can start talking about something else too, where I think sometimes maybe the very same people who are against banning TikTok might be. I'd be willing to bet. My wheels are spinning. Are they the same people that are trying to censor in other areas?
You hit the nail on the head. That's exactly it.
So, and I'm talking not on a national, well, it is on a national level, but it also happens at our local level too. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, you know, the same people who don't want to ban somewhere else, but they want it here. Well, you don't get it both ways. You have to sit on one side of the fence, pick it, and stay there.
Well, and this bill,
So-
the way it's written,
Right.
would give them the authority to do that.
Yeah, so don't
Right.
even
Like,
think.
do you,
don't
do
even,
you see where I'm going? Like,
don't,
you
yeah,
can't
but don't
say,
even think TikTok at all. Like that's how serious this bill is. It really
That's the
has.
buzzword.
Yeah.
To
And don't even think.
the
Don't
attention.
be worried about you losing your contacts
With
and you
TikTok,
watching.
right.
Yeah, that
It's
TikTok is
more than- it's
irrelevant.
bigger than that.
It's about them
So
stripping
much
rights,
bigger.
so
stripping
that was
your
the
freedoms.
buzzword to get everybody's ears open.
exactly.
Right, and you know what people are going to do? They're not going to, like, in general, I really think that people heard TikTok, and that's all they're going to focus on.
Well, exactly. Like,
Right?
they're like, I don't use
Are
TikTok.
people
This
going to be
doesn't affect
smart
me.
enough to do the research, to make their own informed opinion, whatever that opinion may
And
be?
that's
right?
why I want to talk about it. That's why I'm bringing it up tonight. And, you know, I don't like politics or
right, exactly. That's
anything
why I was kinda
heavy
trying
on
to
fun,
not
good
go
times.
there,
But, you know, we have this platform, and I feel like we have to address it. And,
Yeah.
you know, again, don't listen to my opinion. Go learn about it and make your own.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
that's where I'm
right.
at. Like,
Like,
just,
will people really take a look at the whole picture
I
as
hope
opposed
so.
to just TikTok to make a clearly informed
I
decision?
hope so.
And if that's not the same as mine, that's okay. We're a free
Exactly.
country, right?
Well,
Absolutely.
For the
you know.
most part, regular traditional news media isn't going to give you the true facts.
None
they're
of
going
them
to
do.
they're going to be
I don't
spinning
care if
it.
it's Fox or CNN.
No,
You're
I'm
not
saying
getting
like
the
you
truth
have
from
to
either one of those
actually
people.
No.
you have to actually read go
Right.
in and read the
Correct. You got to
look-
read it for yourself.
yeah or
yes.
look at an alternate
Where's my
news
notes?
site.
Directly, congress.gov, S.686, the Restrict Act. It's all there.
You need to text this to me.
It's all
I have
there.
reading to do.
Delve in.
Forward
I mean,
that.
I was
20,
going to
20 year
print it out.
sentence 20-year sentence for using VPN. So yeah, basically everybody they're gonna be
Put you
using
in jail for
VPNs.
20 years with
Look,
murderers
everyone's going to be
because you
using
use
VPNs in order to access their
Right.
TikTok, right? And then they'll just go after people they'll go after you that don't align with their beliefs and they can just go and arrest anybody at any time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, essentially.
I got to
yeah.
read this. I need
You
to
have
speak
to read it. I
intelligently.
urge you to read it. And if you do not agree with it, call, email your Congress representative, your senator. We're District 14.
We are.
But if you go on the website, it'll tell you what district you are. You click a link, it goes right to your representative, and you can message them. And that's all we can do.
Yeah.
It's all we can do.
No,
So
I'm definitely
think
absolutely
about
gonna
it.
read the whole thing.
That's all.
But like my job uses a VPN when I work from home. You're telling me I'm not going to be able to work from
I'm
home?
telling you that if
Get
this
your ass
law
out
is
of the house.
passed as written,
Well,
they
actually,
could,
they just moved us to the cloud.
they could have the
So we don't have to
ability
use
to,
I always knew you
shut
were in
it
the
down.
clouds.
If there's more than 1 million users on that service or platform, they could shut it down.
This explains a lot that you're in the clouds.
That's all. Anyway,
Explains a
all right, this is low vibe stuff. Like, let's end on a high note.
I know, I
Like,
feel like it's like low vibes,
Oh, wow.
doomsday.
Yeah.
We don't have an Am I the
Yeah,
asshole
that's
this
crazy.
week. We didn't even talk about
well,
that.
I think I am the asshole to a lot of people. Probably they're like,
Why?
"Oh my gosh, with the crypto, the
I
TikTok."
know, we're usually
no.
the fun-loving.
I'm just breaking it down. I love you guys, and like I said, I want everybody to
I'm absolutely taking a class
invest
on
in
this.
themselves. That's my new favorite.
Right.
I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Health, wealth, and happiness.
Look, nobody's looking out for you. You got to look out for yourself.
100%.
Facts.
Nobody is
Absolutely.
looking out for you.
No one's going to do it for
Except for me. I'm looking out for you.
Tracy.
But yeah, like handle your shit, That's all.
Take care of your shit.
Handle your shit.
That's it.
We have a few more minutes. Do we want to, I think last week you and I got about 5 minutes. So let's end on this. We were talking about, what was it? Lethal ways.
The non-lethal
Oh,
ways
non-lethal
to ruin
ways.
someone's day and or life.
So
Non-lethal
My
ways to end
fa-
somebody's life?
Not to end, to ruin.
Oh,
someone's
ruin. I
day
thought we was
or
like,
life.
wow, this is
My
really
favorite
getting
was
dark.
go in and take one of every shoe, so they never have a matching set of shoes. That would ruin their day real bad.
It really would, yeah.
or just their shoelaces.
Or their shoelaces.
Or their toothbrush, toilet paper.
Toilet paper, definitely.
The what else? I was
I have
scrolling.
one
There was.
that I did.
What did you do?
let's hear it.
Tell us.
How did you
Why am I not
non-lethally
surprised?
f up somebody's life?
I let the air out of every one of their tires.
Yes.
I
This is
am
great.
so proud to be your friend right
I
now.
love this.
I didn't want to slash the tires. I didn't want to do
She didn't have a
actual
shank.
damage.
Like,
She
that's
didn't have a
like
shanky
illegal.
All right, all right.
So I got a friend of mine and said, "This is what we're gonna do, and you have to push in the little thing."
That's
And we let all 4 tires just go flat.
That's amazing.
great.
For the record, we do not condone
No,
or promote this. This is for entertainment purposes only. Just the disclaimer.
Do not try this at home.
No, I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want to do permanent damage.
You just wanted to inconvenience them.
And it greatly did inconvenience them.
I'm
Amazing.
so proud.
That's great.
right now.
You could take the batteries out of the remote control, or just take the remote control.
Or
What
switch them,
remote
like
control?
put the upstairs one downstairs and the downstairs upstairs.
they don't
like
work
if
for
you
the
have
same
kind of
TV.
and you're just all messed up.
It's diabolical.
Yeah.
What else? There were
Like,
so many.
what
The,
remote
take
control?
take
I
the.
have one for my Roku TV. In my room, I have
I
a
do
remote
too,
control.
you're right.
Right, and my Roku downstairs. So if I switch them, they're identical remotes.
I use
like
my
I should
phone.
label them.
I use my phone for
Oh,
my
yeah.
Fire TV, so my phone is my remote for my Fire TV.
I've never.
Wait,
even
I'm
had
going to go into
such
the
a
comments because they were savage.
Oh
Like,
no!
They were probably way worse
Erica
than
said
shoelaces.
hi. Hi, Ricky.
Your daughter asked Debbie if she was lost. Oh, and she said
Your daughter.
sprinkle crumbs in their bed.
Oh,
that's
yes.
a good one.
Yes.
That would
Any
piss
other?
me off.
I remember back in the day, somebody in my high school put like 7-Up in their hairspray spritz bottle. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. It's still funny 30
Well,
some years
especially when
later.
you're trying to get your hair this high.
Right. I mean, just a whole thing of 7-Up is not helping you at all. No. But it was funny.
That is funny.
Jeff,
Alright, well.
anything?
They were not going to the electric
How'd you-
playground that day.
Jeff
Kill
looks
him,
like
kill
he's
him
gonna
with
sit home
kindness.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, do a good deed. Pay,
That
for
was my
their,
friend
pay
Jen.
for their coffee at Starbucks or something.
God, no,
right?
not that.
God.
I wish I could find all these comments. I can't. They were
wow,
they were
there's just-
insane. People are wild though.
what was the one?
I could think of ways at
fart
work to do it.
spray in the grill of the car. So when they turn it on, like
And that lasts forever.
What is
apparently.
it?
fart spray.
Oh, so then it comes through the
The
air
vents.
vents.
For a
Oh,
long
that's
time,
horrible.
forever.
I know those stink bombs.
Yeah.
Those were fun. back
That's
in the day.
horrible.
You break one in the hallway.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
god.
We
That's
at the bowling
awful.
alley or something. Just go in the
That's
bed.
great.
Oh, man.
Good times. Good times.
Fart spraying things. That's just terrible.
All right. Well, I can't find what I was looking for, but anybody's brackets, you said your bracket
Mine's
was busted.
and I do a whole project with my students on March Madness. They each do their own bracket, and we collect points as we go along through the game. And like, there's so many of us now that are out of it because Houston
man.
and Alabama are gone. So
I'm still in my bracket. I got
Get
Miami.
out. Who'd you
for
pick?
all the marbles. I got
did
Miami.
you really? You took Miami all the way?
I did, and you know why I took Miami? This is so goofy, but I took Miami because I just was at the Pitbull concert the week before.
Oh my God.
So that's the only reason I took Miami. But who knows? We'll see what happens.
There was a couple upsets there. So wait, do they play? They're playing this weekend, right? Isn't it like tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday, Sunday, or something like that? The last, because the Final Four. And
Oh, I
then,
thought Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, that's.
I'm
right,
not
no,
sure. Can't
Today's
be sure.
Wednesday, right? Okay.
I don't know what day it is. Anyway, we are just about out of time, but next week we will have Chris McRae from WTF The Restaurant coming in.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah.
We'll be eating next
So, yeah, come hungry next
We
week.
get samples.
Jeff, thank you so much for joining us and explaining, breaking it down for us. And we hope to have you
Yeah,
back
it was
another
awesome.
day
Yeah, it was.
I know,
for
it was really
part two.
informative.
I enjoyed
After they all
listening
take their
to you speak
insurance
another language.
class.
You can have a more informed conversation.
But look, that's what we're dealing with. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Oh, wow, Derek.